Whoa. This song's pretty cool.
Yeah. It sounds like Ozzy. Dun 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 dun
Welcome, everyone, to a wide range of conversations with Rick and Eric.
Back support. Let's go. Yeah, I was at Zach's house yesterday and I almost fell asleep in his chair because it had back support and neck support. And I'm just like, to the audience, in case this is the beginning of the show, it is that thing where you kind of lean forward, half falling asleep, and then jerk back like, oh.
You ever do that on the toilet?
Yeah, a few times, because there's been more than once where I got up in the middle of the night to take a just massive diarrhea situation.
And you're just stuck there and you fucking fade asleep. I mean, I just used to do that at fucking Valvoline just to kill time. In the morning, like, yeah, if it was like we didn't have anybody in and shit, I'd fucking go count the drawer real fast and then we get everything ready and then just go sit in the bathroom for like 20 minutes and just like I wouldn't even go into the bathroom. I just sit on the toilet and close my eyes until I heard the fucking thing go ding ding, and then I'd fucking just get up and walk out.
No, I have the boss that I have now is very border collie-y. Like if you're not where you're supposed to be even for 10 seconds, he's like, "What are you doing over there?" I'm like, leave me be.
Off. Just, yeah, I'm jerking off over here. Leave me alone.
Because suddenly I'm from Boston. Watch it, stroking my cack.
This lady says she needed a deposit, so I'm gonna give her one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Deposit these nuts.
On that note, welcome to a new episode of Wide Range of Conversations with Rick and Eric. I am 14 cents worth of deposit, Eric.
And I am the Yule log, Rick.
Which can be taken in whatever way you want to take it.
Yeah.
I've actually never had one of those, I don't think.
What is it?
It's a pastry, I believe.
I have only known it as like the literal, like you put it on the fire, Yule log.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure because I think they have them at fucking Kroger right now, and I saw it. They just look like massive fucking Swiss cake rolls.
Oh yeah, like I didn't know that that's what they were called though.
Watch an episode of fucking Unwrapped that we watched tonight just randomly. Is about fucking.
Did you got the beans, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll have to go grab them. Yeah,
Okay.
It's basically just a big ass fucking Swiss cake roll.
Okay.
I just looked it up.
Because for the last episode, we talked about more Unwrapped stuff, but me and Eric, we found out both thought Boston baked beans. I'm thinking it's our dads were fucking with us.
Something, yeah.
Because we actually thought that that's what they were. They were like an actual bean.
Yeah, like a candy coated bean or some shit.
Yeah.
Or
That's not
crunchy
what they
bean.
are.
No.
But we're gonna find out together. Because after that they were at the dollar store, and I got us some.
Yeah.
I had two of them in there. One was for Mark, but spoiler alert, it's just me and Eric this episode because Mark was going to be on here, but things happened, and
Yeah.
here we are. You get just the two of us, dum-dums, for an episode. And honestly, what better way to spend your Christmas? Let's face it.
I mean, we had a streak of what? We had a 2-people streak.
It's a while. Yeah.
We had Dave on, and then we had Classy Matt. Oh, then we had Eddie. So we had a 3-people streak.
Like more than a month of you're just our voices. Now it's like, listen, this is our show, so fuck off everybody else for a while.
Well, it worked out too because with another person, those episodes ended up being like almost 2 hours long. So it's basically like making two episodes instead of doing
Precisely.
two episodes with just the two of us. It's two in one. So yeah,
I see
in
your
which we
kids
could have,
sneaking.
yeah, in which we could have used Dave on this one with the Jewish cop.
Yeah,
We'll have to get it
because
into.
I think we talked about that too. I was just like, I don't know what that means. Where's Dave when you need him? And I'm like, having an actual podcast. Shit.
Right. I also spoke to Bridget, who's from the Squawking Dead crew, and was like, "Hey, if you ever," because she's also a horror movie person,
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
like, "If you ever want to hop on, because we're just trying to siphon popularity from other people, and
Yeah.
and just watch a dumbass movie with us and literally not do any work." And this is open to anyone that would like to fucking join us. If you got Zoom or some shit, if you want to
Yeah.
hang out and just watch a movie with us and then be on the show, you don't have to do shit except for fucking kind of remember the movie and fucking deal with us and have fun. And she said she would fucking love to.
Okay.
So sometime in January or something, we'll have to figure out and have her on for uh something super dumb.
Heck yeah.
Maybe we can have her and Dave on at the same time to watch Rectuma.
I don't know if that's what we want to bring them on to is Rectuma. I mean, because I'm gonna
Well, I
be the
mean,
whole time.
didn't we show Dave the fucking trailer for Rectuma and he just fucking died laughing the whole time.
That's just amazing. I'm gonna be like in the background, just being like, "Oh, Rectuma, oh, Rectuma,"
But
because
yeah,
I love that movie.
the day that we're recording this is December 22nd, so Christmas is in a couple days, so hence
Christmas
why you
Eve, Eve, Eve.
yeah, hence why there will be several different Christmas intros on this episode. Um but yeah,
Did you get?
I,
Did you get the thing I sent you?
from the Beavis and Butthead thing.
Hey, that. But there's something else I sent you too, and I don't remember if it was on Instagram, if it was on. So what? Shout out to everybody out there who has friends. Let's face it, all people do is friendship nowadays is we send each other like 50 different things from 11 different,
Instagrams.
social
Yeah.
media things, and I just expect everybody to know what it is. What I think John might have sent that to you too. It's like, what if the Gorillas did some sort of Christmas song?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think it's on Instagram. It doesn't matter. We can use it for the show maybe later. We'll find out. It's that one guy who does all of the System of a Down covers.
Oh, he does different songs in different people's voices.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
that guy rules. I wish I could do that.
Right.
I'm over here just singing Christmas carols to my cat.
I
He was just
don't
like,
know. You're pretty solid with some impressions.
"Thank you." I'm just sitting over here, and I'm like, "Oh, come, oh, ye faithful," and the cat's like,
You gotta throw on the bro job fucking deathcore Christmas. That's what I had playing when we
"Yeah."
hopped on Discord last night.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
All I hear is,
Yeah. They have two Christmas albums. The second one has a song called I Saw Mommy Pegging Santa Claus.
"Oh, okay."
Bro
I mean,
Job's the same dudes that did that fucking video that the dude was talking about the small dick, and you were
Mm.
like, I'm stealing that name, and I can't remember what the fuck it was now.
The champion dick boxer.
Yes, that's what it was. The world champion dick boxer.
I can remember that, but I can't remember anything else. So, here we are.
Right.
So, Eric, how's your I know you've been anti-Christmas, not anti-Christmas. It doesn't feel like it this year.
No, it
I've
doesn't.
pushed as much as I could, but even I'm like, you know what? There's drones in the air. Luigi Mangione is getting charged for a terrorist, and I mean, like, there's no hope at this point. So,
You see,
here's some
they
pretty
got that
lights.
man. They fucking groomed that man up good on
Hmm.
the fucking whoever's cutting hair in the prison there to show all the fucking all the other people that are like inside the like all the what are they fucking called? They're not cops, but the people that work for inside the prisons. the prison guards. All the
Yes.
fucking prison guards and shit know that. Yeah, he's with us. We like
Yeah.
him. Do not fuck with this guy because he went in and had no haircut and his shit was faded. He had a fade. His eyebrows were all done good and shit. And like, he's the first criminal ever to get fucking greeted by the mayor in New York while fucking being transported from fucking Pennsylvania to fucking New York prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that goes crazy.
The mayor in New York showed up to fucking greet him along with all the fucking FBI people. And there's just like people taking that clip of him doing the whatever walk they
perp
called
walk?
it. Yeah, the perp walk, and just adding in so many songs. Like somebody fucking put in that fucking "There Goes My Hero," and then people putting in songs that are talking about fucking that Usher "Daddy's Home," fucking sexy songs and shit, and all this fucking shit's hilarious.
Oh, what's crazy about that whole situation is there was a lady, I forget which state she was in, but she had a similar situation where like her kid was being denied for something from one of the health care things. And she's like, all she had to do was say that deny, defend, depose. And she's like, you guys are fucking like criminals and your time is coming. And they arrested her ass for it.
That's crazy.
The
I saw
woman
that-
didn't own a gun. Period.
Right.
Like she didn't own any firearms, but they let her out because they knew what was happen if they kept her just because of that. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you want to make things worse, keep it up.
Right. Well, I saw the meme that had it said fuck, what was it now? It was like CEOs freaking out about one shooting and school kids are over here like y'all playing like this look thing like you guys are freaking out about that.
One of them
Once-
also said,
yeah.
why don't they get bulletproof backpacks to go to the next CEO meeting?
But yeah, then there's the drones, and then there's the creepy orb thing that keeps showing up.
Let's go.
And-
Like, what are we doing? All I'm
Yeah.
saying is fast track it. I don't want to wait anymore. You're going to do it. Whatever you're going to do it.
Yeah, like so I can not go to work anymore. And if I need to start stealing shit, then let's get started.
Yeah, like I have not prepared to make sure that my son is taken care of. So if I got to start doing things, like let's go.
Yeah. If I need to mask up and start fucking breaking into grocery stores or something or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly. Of course.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Everything on the show is an alleged.
Yeah. I do not own any lucha masks and or small baseball bats that would easily be used to smash windows.
I'm still mad that I lost Larry Homophobe's mask.
Something ate it somewhere. They got drugged
Probably.
back to hell.
When you have a gimmick that's just too gold, the universe is like, listen, whoop.
Yeah. Tony fucking face did the Photoshop of him as Jesus and fucking
Yeah.
somebody came and took that fucker.
Like, listen, this guy can be too powerful someday. Here we are. Is that a vape that you have?
It is.
Okay. It's only because it's on camera, but it looks like you have a slide whistle.
Oh, I guess kind of looks that way.
And when you take a hit of it, it looks like you're doing this with your hands. People can't see it, but it's like the.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, and it just fucking clogged, so that's fun. Luckily, I have like 16 more.
You have clogs?
No, those. Oh God. The wooden shoes or like the fucking.
Yes. All
Other
I can
name.
think of is Eric Cartman. That's like, would I do my German dance for you? It's gonna do you sometimes fun. Hope you will enjoy my dance. Trilla, trilla, yeah. Nobody else. I've been also watching. So I don't necessarily like Christmas movies, but I really like Christmas episodes of shows. And I've watched all of the Bob's Burgers Christmas episodes a bajillion times. And there's this one show called The Great North that I really like now. They have an episode where they have a dancing Christmas tree that has boobs, but it's like ornaments where the boobs would be, and it's called Skanky. And it kills me every time. It's just like happy Christmas, and it like shades its boobs. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But I want Skanky for Christmas now. Can we get a Skanky Christmas?
I mean, you could.
I think it's going to be the other Skanky though. If we keep it up.
Just hit Midland Street with a sign saying, "I'm trying to have a skanky Christmas."
Yeah, they'd be like, "Listen, I've already got 5 kids, and 1 on the way, but whatever."
You can't get me pregnant.
Allegedly.
If they got 1 on the way, you can't.
Allegedly.
It's just gonna double up in there. I got extra pregnant.
You don't know how those Midland Street hoes be, you know?
They got a second uterus. Just
This
like how
is for
cows
double
have-
the child support.
Yeah. How cows have multiple stomachs, they just have multiple uteruses.
See, that's the thing. They're worried about us not having enough kids, and I'm like, you're thinking about the situation wrong. If they're worried about it, you just get some people who kind of want a kid just to wander Midland Street at night.
Right.
It'll happen.
I didn't know that people leaving kids at fucking fire stations was still a fucking thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but it's one of the only ways that you can actually, like, without repercussions, like, abandon a child without going to jail for it.
Yeah, I didn't. It was I think it was like a clipper or some reel or something that this lady got a phone call from a fucking fire station saying like, yeah, so we had a baby dropped off in the yellow basket, blah blah, like gave all the vitals and shit, and she's like, did the mother take the red bag? So I'm assuming there are supplies or something in the bag.
Oh,
Like for the lady to take, especially if it's something where she had the fucking baby by herself in a fucking alley and just dropped it off. I don't know,
that's
but
crazy.
because I seen another video before. This girl walks in to a fucking restaurant and she just has this baby wrapped up that is like brand new. She must have literally just had it. She's like, "Can you hang on?" You know, hands the baby. She's like, "Can you hang on to this for a second?" And then just dips and fucking doesn't come back. And like they're like, the girl that she left it with, you know, the people they call whoever the fuck, but yeah, the baby was like still like brand new. So yeah, that shit's wild.
Ouch. Dean, I will never leave you at a firehouse. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if you claw my ass again.
But yeah,
That's right.
we so because of the Christmas season, we decided to dive into this movie that I don't even remember how I randomly found out about it. Called The Mean One, because they technically can't say The Grinch, which they play around it a fucking ton because they can't use anything Dr. Seuss. And the dude that plays the Grinch is the same dude that plays Art the Clown, and I can never remember his real name. But so yeah, that's what
I don't
it's
remember
David
either.
something, I think. I don't remember. So yeah, we dove into that. It was a bloody interesting time, and probably a lot more interesting than episodes of The Lost. So Land of the Lost, not that show, but the
I
actual.
was gonna say, Land of the Lost was awesome.
Yeah,
Lost sucks, and I don't care what people think.
So we shall adventure into that now. The Mean One.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, pop, and alcoholic beverages. It's movie time with Rick and Eric.
You're the main one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a hell. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as a nail, Mr. Grinch. You're a Batman with a greasy black veil. You're a monster.
Jingle bell, cats. Cats go jingle and they jingle all around. They crinkle up sacks and scratch on posts. Then they take a shit in the cub. I don't know what that means. So the mean one came out in 2022. The IMDb rating is 3.9 out of 10, which that's pretty low, but okay. Rotten Tomatoes has a 23% critic score, 50% audience score. Letterboxd has a 1.8. 1.8. And
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
Oh, okay.
My cat is currently destroying my whole life right now. I don't remember if I rated this thing or not. I got all the other stuff ready for the show because I have all the other segments and did not do this part because I am a bad host. So, yeah.
For what? Just the numbers?
Yeah, I didn't do my Letterboxd review for it or anything.
Oh. Well, we
I don't
did
know.
jump like right from that to fucking Collision.
Oh, that could be that, yeah.
We didn't. There was no pause in there.
The first thing I have written down here is let's get through the holidays with no dead bodies, and that was the best quote I think of the whole movie. That's how we should all kind of gauge our successfulness of how the holidays ended up for you. Did you get a shitty sweater? Did you get socks and underwear that you didn't want? Did you? I don't know. What's something else shitty that people get for Christmas? Honestly, all these things are fine for me now. Somebody bought me a sweater that fit me, I'd be fucking tickled pink at this point. Maybe I'm just getting old now.
Maybe. I do have. I could just roll through the fucking movie right here. Unless you have an outline.
I don't.
Okay, I can roll through this then. All right, so during Christmas Eve in the town of Newville, a green humanoid monster dressed in the Santa Claus suit attempts to rob the Christmas decorations from a home of a young Cindy, you know who. She stumbles upon the creature and gives him a necklace until her mother attempts to fight him. In the struggle, the creature accidentally pushes Cindy's mother against a nail that pierces her neck. Now, wasn't that thing coming from a nutcracker?
Yeah, she got killed by the Nutcracker for sure.
Yeah. Before the creature escapes, Sydney calls him a monster, angering the creature. So then there's a time jump. 20 years later, Cindy returns to Newville for closure and to spend Christmas with her father, Lou.
So this is crazy too. Now it's coming back to me because, ow, Dean. So when they get back in that car and he's like, "Oh, hey, this is for her therapist thinks it's time to get some closure or something like that," and I'm like, "Why are you just telling a cop this? That's crazy."
Right. Oh, and yeah. When he calls her ma'am, he's like, "What did
Yeah.
he just say?"
Don't call
Fucking-
me ma'am. And I thought, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah.
Already. I did not like her first. Ow. My first impression of her, not good. Not
No.
good.
Yep. And it says here, she bonds with police officer Burt Goldman and reunites with Newville Sheriff Peter Hooper, who continues to dismiss Cindy's claim of her mother's murderer being a monster due to lack of evidence. He reveals that Newville stopped selling and putting up Christmas decorations after the incident. That night, Lou finds old Christmas decorations and puts them up with Cindy. While she's taking out the trash, the creature locks her out and kills Lou before stealing their decorations. So yeah, her dad got murdered. Sorry, your dad's dead because of the Grinch.
On Christmas. Sorry, your
Um,
dad died on Christmas because of a Grinch that we can't say Grinch.
Yeah. He fucking what? I think he just stabs like a rod or some shit through his eye. after
Yeah, it's
fucking
pretty intense
slashing him
because it's through the peephole, I think.
No, there was a window.
Oh, that's what
the
it was.
thing. Yeah, but apparently this Grinch has fucking claws like Wolverine and can just slash people's fucking guts open
You
and
know.
shit like that because he slashed him up. So then it says Cindy wakes up in the hospital where she meets Newville's mayor, Margie McBean, who is AKA Republican. What did you name her?
I just said she looks like one of those Republican women who voted for Trump. That's like, Listen, ladies, I know he's voting to take away all of our reproductive rights, and he doesn't think we should have checking accounts or exist as women. But you know, at least he's not black.
So Mayor McBean is uncomfortable with Cindy's claims of the creature believing it will cause panic. After her father's funeral, Cindy finds a rare flower in her home and traces it to the mountain via a website. Cindy finds the wallet of a missing person and sees the creature killing a couple before retreating. Shortly after, Hooper tells Cindy he cannot investigate as the mountain is in federal territory, although Burke agrees to help. Meanwhile, the creature slaughters a group of Santa cosplayers in a local bar, which was wild.
What's crazy is we have that meme of Spider-Man. Everybody's pointing at each other. They're like, "Oh, that's this jurisdiction. Oh yeah, well that's this jurisdiction." And she's like, "Who the fuck is protecting us then?" And they're like,
He's
Pointing
oh,
back
the
at
cop
her.
was like, "I'm protecting this town." That was when he got all fucking
Yeah.
pissy and shit.
"Are you?"
But yeah, those Santa dudes showed up to the worst fucking restaurant and bar ever. The lady's like, the kitchen's closed, but I can get you guys drinks. And they're all like, yeah. They're like, we only have iced tea though. Like, I'd have fucking left. Like,
Right?
Like,
Was it close to close or something like that? Maybe that's what they were just like. Listen, I just want to get the fuck out of here. All we got is left is this iced tea.
it was the middle. It seemed like it was the middle of the day, or
I don't know.
or something like that. I don't know. It was fucking yeah, but he fucking fucked all those dudes up and the little fucking elf people.
Sure
Or not, they
did.
weren't little elf. They were just women in elf costumes, and he fucking stomped on one's head and fucking squished her with a double stomp. Fucking whipped one dude down the bar. Fucking put the one girl in the one that we both went, oh, is when he stuck the bitch in the meat grinder and the
Oh,
meat
yeah.
started fucking coming out of the end. Yeah, it was fucking gnarly. It says, so as the creature attempts to break into Sydney's home, he is scared off by a man known as Doc Zeus,
Dr.
aka,
Zeus. Yeah,
aka, yeah, Dr.
Uh,
Seuss, yeah.
So what's crazy too is in before we get too far, and the only one note that I did on here. So at the very beginning, she keeps this like she drew a picture of what she thought the Grinch looked like, and it just looks like a turtle wearing a Santa Claus hat. And she's like, "Have you seen this monster?" And they're like, "What the fuck is this?" At the zoo, maybe. I don't. What are we doing here? But that was it. And I said it looks like Turtwig, the Pokemon. People know who Turtwig is. You can give it a goog. But yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like Turtwig Pokemon
Give it
for
a goog.
a goog.
Is that a new thing now? Give it a goog.
We're making it a thing. Give it a goog.
No, I lost. Okay. So Doc Zeus believes Sydney's story since his wife was murdered by the creature years ago. Bert goes to the mountain and finds the creature's hideout with several wallets of missing people. Cindy trains and prepares to kill the creature, in which she slowly turns into Ronda Rousey.
He does.
As the creature continues to rampage through Newville and kills several residents. Burke discourages Cindy from facing the creature and finds out the wallets all belong to tourists who were lured to the mountain by the same website Cindy saw, which is owned by Mayor McBean. Dun dun dun.
McBean is a crazy name for a mayor.
Yeah. He
Mayor
confronts
Mr. Bean.
Hooper, who confirms the creature's existence and explains that after Sydney's mother's death, the creature returned every Christmas to slaughter more people, and later his hideout was found. Hooper and Mayor McBean collaborated to make the website and send unsuspecting tourists as sacrifices in order to stop the creature's killing in the town, and so that is also why they removed all the Christmas decorations in town. So,
And then they started
yeah.
singing Wham's Last Christmas.
and then he showed up. So
Yeah.
yeah, the fucking again, that's why we didn't like the fucking Republican bitch, because she was behind the whole thing and just having random people killed, which seems very Republican-y.
Like, listen, I know he's killing people, but he's in our voting demographic. You put the Christ back in Christmas, and we worship the Grinch. Ooh, I gotta get out of this voice.
We'll send all the out of towners to here, and then we will be safe in our little bubble.
Listen, this is Hallmark, not Shudder. All right.
If they show up, we will just pull the fucking 1950s flee of white people from Detroit.
That's
Anyway,
fucked
Mayor McBean does the white flight and attempts to leave the town, but the creature kills her on the way. Burke heads to the mountain to kill the creature, but becomes injured and is rescued by Cindy, Hooper, and Doc. Now, this man says that's a lot of blood, and no one bothers to put a fucking tourniquet on this dude while he's getting fucking pale as shit, talking to her and confessing his love and all this whatever the fuck, and looking like he's about to pass out and bleed to death. But no one fucking thinks to put a fucking tourniquet on his fucking leg or anything like that that's bleeding from a fucking bear trap. Even the dude that fucking got stabbed here, the cop that got stabbed fucking was like, I need a tourniquet. Like, knew right away to go
Right?
fucking get one.
Well, yeah, you gotta stop the bleeding. Even I know that. I'm not.
Yeah. Now I lost my spot.
What's crazy is when he's trying to get the Grinch out of there, he starts singing Christmas songs but doesn't know them because he's Jewish. So then he just starts going dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I don't remember. Did that work? I don't remember. Did that work?
It did. What was the other thing? Oh, that we were like, oh, you didn't know what arugula was. So I'd explain to you what arugula was. And then he was like, can you forgive me because I passed off homemade matzo ball soup or store-made matzo ball soup as homemade. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wonder if that's a big sin. I need to ask Dave.
You
Like,
should.
if I showed up with homemade matzo ball soup or with store-made and said it was homemade and lied and I got caught, would I be stoned?
Would it be like Shun? Shun.
Get like the longest Jewish fucking just chew out ever.
They get that bell out like they did in Game of Thrones. Shame.
So Hooper goes after the creature, but is killed. Who's that fucking the sheriff guy? Cindy retreats to her decorated home and waits for the creature. When the creature arrives, she ambushes and engages him in a fight with the fucking craziest weapons. There's a candy cane shotgun,
Yep.
a baseball bat that was covered in Christmas lights. Fuck, what else was there?
How the fuck did they stay lit that whole time?
Maybe there's a battery pack on that.
I'm saying there's like the lights that I put around my living room. If I move them slightly, they're just like.
This is Cindy finally incapacitates the creature, but before she can kill him, Cindy sees that he's still wearing the necklace she gave him 20 years ago, in which the movie takes a hard left turn.
Sure does.
It gets very sentimental and all of a sudden sad as Cindy realizes that the creature never wanted to hurt anyone and that his murderous behavior was sparked when she called him a monster. So she forgives him and kisses the creature on the cheek, who is crying. There's literally a fucking, I'm not joking, a huge emotional fucking left turn moment where we were just like, what? And then in the act of this kindness causes the creature's heart to grow 3 times its size, which happens in the Grinch, which then his heart ends up exploding and dying. But yeah, it was that was not how I thought that was gonna go all of a sudden when she was literally about to kill the guy, and then it just turns into this whole sentimental thing of like, you broke my heart years ago and called me a monster, and I've been broken ever since. Yeah.
Which, here's the thing. Calling somebody a monster and then murdering hundreds of people, not the same. Not the same.
Right.
Just saying.
And he didn't even mean to kill. Yeah, they showed a whole flashback where he like didn't even mean to kill her mom when her mom was like attacking him, and he's just like, "Get off me, bitch! Leave me alone! Come on, damn
Right.
it!" And she fucking fell on that shit. Yeah. And yeah, it was like
What's
it
crazy
was
is she's
weird.
like, I forgive you, monster, or for killing my mom and my dad. And I'm like, I don't I don't know. Like, if somebody killed some members of my family or like something to you guys, and they're just like, you should forgive them, and I'd be like, when I die, maybe.
Maybe.
You know, nobody owes anybody forgiveness. Let's just put that out there. Like, don't think you have to forgive somebody, especially for something like that. What are we doing here? Crazy bitches.
Sometime after Newville reverts to display Christmas ornaments, the creature is deemed as an urban legend and causes the town to become a popular tourist destination. Cindy and Burke start a romantic relationship, and the narrator hints that the creature may return next year as his growl is heard in the background.
Yeah, it doesn't take capitalism too long to be like, hey, we got a cryptid. They actually have like hunting where you can go out into the woods and hunt for them and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, capitalism really popped off there. Because honestly, if somebody was like, come take, I just burped really loud. That was crazy. If you could take a like a tour and maybe see the Grinch, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? You know.
Yeah.
However, if I have to walk along in the woods, I'm out.
I mean, that's what they were doing. It was going
Yeah.
up in the mountains.
But I'm
So,
saying, like, more than 2 hours out and in, no. Like, if it's 2 hours one way and then 2 hours to get back, that's too much
yeah.
woods.
And if they weren't like actually going up there with guns and shit, I'd have maybe hired somebody to be like, put on this costume and just kind of randomly wander the woods and freak these people out. But no, they went up there hunting for this motherfucker.
Sure did.
So that's how somebody accidentally gets fucking killed.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Before you know it, it's going to be someone's got found Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah.
And realistically, it's just Chuck, the line cook, you know?
Who was just taking a shit with his shirt off.
Yeah. It's like, why was he green? I don't know. It's fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
Also, we don't feed him. Leave him out back. Don't worry about it.
It was a wild Christmas party.
Yeah. God forbid this happens on St. Patrick's Day. Jesus.
If he was in a leprechaun suit, that almost would have made it even more funny instead of a Santa suit.
Why not? You know? That would have been good. So overall, okay, we're at the end of it. I don't know. The movie wasn't that long, I felt like.
It was an hour and a half.
Was it? It didn't feel like an
Mhm.
hour and a half.
Yeah, it was an hour.
It felt
and a
much
half.
shorter. But
I mean, that's-
okay.
that's
So
always
the
a good
normal
thing.
yeah, the normal thing is, Eric, would we survive this? And I don't know.
Oh, if all you had to do was not put up Christmas shit, yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I have this fucking tree behind me is because my mom bought it. And I kept going, did you put the tree up yet? And I was like, no. Well, what are you waiting for? I'm at work and I just don't.
Christmas. You're waiting for Christmas.
So then I finally fucking put it up, and now I'm just like, oh, now I gotta take it back down.
Yeah. Now, I don't hate Christmas. I did for a while for a hot second there, but it's getting better now. Like, well, now that I have a cat that wants to climb into everything, maybe I wanted to get him used to that as soon as possible. I don't know. If we got to fight the Grinch, I mean, I do have guns. I could take him, I think.
I do not have guns, but
I do.
I would fight him with whatever else I could find.
You just call me. Don't worry, we got
I mean, I
this.
could be dead by the time you got here.
Oh, for sure. Let's face it, with this bridge situation. Luckily, it's open now.
Oh yeah, they're done. Isn't it done now?
Yeah, it starts tolling after the first of the year. Woo woo.
Great.
Yay for Bay City. We can talk about the explosion that happened. No, we're getting too far off track now. Eric, what would you rate this movie?
I'll give it a solid 4.
A 4? You like this one that much?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny with all the fucking little Dr. Seuss things, and
Okay, yeah.
it was gory and whatever the fuck. And Home Dude did a good job playing the Grinch. He had that fucking Jim Carrey-esque Grinchness to it,
Yeah.
but was
I-
evil.
Yeah. I gave it a 2 only for him. Like the rest of the people in this movie, I gave zero fucks about. Like his Grinch was really good. The main character was just stupid the whole time. Because she's like, "Oh, don't you believe in the monster? Look at the monster. What about the monster?" To everybody that'll listen, especially to people who just gotten attacked and they're like, "I have no idea what just happened.
Nah.
The monster did it." Like, what the? How on earth did she not get charged with attempted murder or like at least suspicion?
I don't know.
She was in the room where not her mom. Okay, I guess that was an accident. You can probably rule it that way. In the same room as her dad, who gets murdered. Then she's right by those hikers who get murdered. That one guy got
Yeah.
murdered, and the other one just was hurt.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, the cop who was kind of involved with her gets hurt as well. How's this bitch not behind bars?
Well, I mean, the sheriff guy, I mean, he admitted that it was real and shit. So he would have been the only one to throw her behind bars.
And plus, let's face it, people like that, like they're gonna deny till they die, and they're just gonna kill somebody like her. To keep
And he
it that
kept
way.
threatening, like when she was putting up posters.
Yeah.
He's like, "You can either stop doing this or you can come with me." He's like, "The only thing that's keeping me from locking you up is the fact that your dad just got killed." Like, so she gets threatened a few times.
I'm just saying, like there would be no threat. I think it would just happen.
Yeah. If your name was Luigi. She...
Hey there, Luigi. What's it like in New York City?
Yeah, so that was the mean one. And we got a couple more things here, so let's what do you want to do? You want to do the Boston Beans?
Oh yeah, we already got him here. We talked about the Boston Beans. Do you have him with you?
No, I gotta go get them.
Okay. Okay. So they don't look like normal candy coated beans. They kind of sound like marbles. They got a good feel to them. You ready?
Yeah, hold on. Oh God.
I got 3.
Same.
So,
Randomly.
All right.
Okay.
all right. And eat. Oh. That's candy coating.
Mm-hmm. There's peanut.
They're chewier than I thought.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I fuck with these.
The candy coating was weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
What flavor is it supposed to be?
It's just peanuts, isn't it?
Yeah. But they put the coating on it and then it's like, is there just no flavor to it?
I don't think so. I think it's a sugar. Hang on, I'm try this again.
Serving size is fucking 13 pieces, my ass. You know, motherfuckers just clear these boxes in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking container
Yep.
has 8 servings.
It's very much just a sugar coating.
On a peanut.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to do this. It's like they're trying to do the salty, sweet thing.
It's not bad though. Will I eat this box? Probably. Will I get another one? Probably not.
But the lore has been false that they are not beans.
These are not beans. They're not baked beans. They're not even candy coated beans.
No. I don't even know. Yeah, that was probably just. I remember being told that. So yeah, it's probably just so we didn't eat them.
Lies our fathers told us. They're like, Jesus, this kid already likes peanuts enough and peanut butter. We don't need him to have any more shit. You know?
Leave my Boston baked beans alone.
Yep.
all the others will fly. This brings tears to my eyes. My sacrifice. Hello, my friend, we'll meet again. It's been a while, where should we begin? Feels like forever. Within my heart, memories of perfect love that you gave to me. Oh, I remember when you are with me. I'm free. I'm careless. I believe. All the others will fly. This brings tears to my eyes. My
So, I got a couple of things actually. I've decided that we're gonna roll with 1-star Thanksgiving, but I got 1-star Christmas stuff too.
Okay.
And then I have a couple different stories to kind of lead us at the end of the episode here with. So, chickens. So, 1-star reviews, 1-star Christmas, whatever this is going to be called. I haven't decided yet. I got 1-star reviews for the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, Eric.
What? I mean, compared to what they used to be. Put the
was
drugs
a
back
lot
in
of-
food.
Well, that was a lot of them, and there's
Yeah.
also a lot of people that were just pissed off because like they order them online and they're like they came crushed, and I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
What were you expecting? So right, I have the little Debbie Christmas trees, the vanilla count, 5-count pack of 1 verified purchase. I thought I would get more than 1 box for $15. And I said, you probably should have, dude, and maybe you just go out and buy them, you know?
What size? How many was in the count?
5-count.
Oh yeah, for 15. They're like not. Yeah,
They're like $3 around here, give or take.
fucking Kroger has them 10 for 10 right now.
Right? What are you gonna do? Yeah,
It sounds like you paid for the family pack.
but then only got 1 box in it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we have another 1-star here. Not available for EBT. Reviewed in the United States. I love these with ice cream and a little caramel syrup. However, they can't be bought with Snap EBT, which is weird because all other Little Debbies can. And I said, wow.
I can verify that they can be bought with that. So
This bitch doesn't know what she's talking about. This is back in 2022, so who knows? So then I have 1-star review here. So of cherry size 12 counts of candy canes.
okay.
Took me about 20 minutes to peel off the wrapper off of 1 candy cane, which that struggle is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, good fucking luck. If you don't get a good pull the first time, you're done.
Right.
The wrapper is so tight you can't peel it off, and you couldn't cut it with scissors. And I'm like, yeah, that checks out too, because otherwise you're just gonna cut the candy cane in half.
Right.
I finally took a hammer and broke it into bits so I could separate the wrapper from the candy. I finally ate one, and the rest will just go to waste. What?
Why?
That's what I said. I'm like, why are we throwing this away? Like, what's going on here? 1.0 out of 5 stars. This is the same thing. And it says in the title, must have gotten wet at some point. They were chewy and didn't have the same cherry flavor as we are used to from this brand. They must have seen some moisture. Definitely not what we paid for. Disappointed in this product. And I said, yikes. The fact that you just said moisture in there, that's crazy. Bronner's. We all know Bronner's, right?
Yeah.
So, if people who don't know Bronner's who listen to us, it is a Christmas all year round store that stays open in a tourist town near our town. And I went on Google reviews and found 2 1-star reviews from them. Here we go. Was just there with my mother. Someone was preparing to clean the bathroom. Several folks were still leaving the restroom. My mom was told it was closed when she attempted to enter. My mom explained that she has had bladder cancer and needed to use the restroom quickly. She was denied access and told to go to another restroom. Do better. The workers could have waited a few minutes to allow her with needs to be met than completely dismissing her. And I said, that's probably not how it went down. Like, generally, I'm on the side of the worker. They probably just had to put the sign up there and they were already in there cleaning.
Yeah.
Let's face it. As a person who has to piss all the time because of his old cancer situation, you just find another restroom. Like, let's not fight about it. Or you go outside and piss on the floor. You do what you got to do, you know? Pissing on floors 2025. Don't actually do that because you can get put on a sex offenders list for that. Did you know that?
If it's out in public, yeah, if you're pissing out in public, you can. But if you're in the bathroom just pissing on the floor, then like if you're in the stall just purposely missing the toilet, then no. You
Yeah,
can't.
piss on floors. Who cares? Just clean it up. Don't let a worker clean up your piss. That's my problem. All right. And then we have another 1-star review here. A large group of us, 120 people, came from Florida to Michigan for a corporate meeting. Our bus broke down on the way to the Christmas store and made us 45 minutes late. I called and spoke to the manager, basically begged her to keep the store open at least an extra 30 minutes so that 120 of us with deep pockets could come and shop. She told me that was not possible. I'm extremely disappointed and would not recommend your store to anyone ever. I mean, come before close. Period. End of story. And that's,
120 people.
yeah. You're not going to get 120 people through that store in what, half an hour if they're already past close. I've worked retail most of my adult life, and no, when it's closing time, honey, it's closing time. Make better arrangements next time. Sorry, lady.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Like, I know you're coming from Florida, but like, maybe have it overnight bus. Is that an option?
Yeah. Figure it out. Not go to Zender's first.
Right. They made us 45 minutes late, so you're
Yeah.
getting there right at close, probably.
Yeah. No.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Pisses me
I mean,
off.
that's dumb that like my old job used to do that. Like if you don't have the drawer counted all the way and somebody comes in, you need to put the drawer back and fucking take that person. Like fuck that.
That's not happening.
Trying to get
Luckily-
the fuck home.
Mhm. I've had enough of it here. We're here for far too long.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. What's been inflation? I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Happy Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with no thing. I love you and I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been. But if you kiss me now, I know you'll fool me again.
Eric, are we ready to judge people?
Sure. I mean, I do that all the time.
Asshole Christmases. Quick background. My partner and I are both 35, and I am 9 months pregnant, due in 2 weeks. Already, you're not the asshole, honey, whatever you did. You're due in 2 weeks. Unless you try to murder somebody, you're probably going to get away with it. You get a get out of jail free card for, you can Uno reverse some shit for being pregnant, right? That's a thing?
I think so.
I think so too. In my world, you can. I'd just be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm exhausted with 2 older kids to take care of, and a lot of chores have kind of fallen by to the wayside. that'll happen, especially being pregnant.
Mhm.
Hang on, I have to knock this cat down. Okay. Today, my partner, male, asked me if I would like my car detailed for Christmas. And he says, so you don't have to do it in the cold before the baby comes. It's just, he's already dug himself a little bit of a hole there, but okay. I told him no, I would not like that as a gift. He tried to clarify that it wouldn't be my only gift. And I said, why did you hire a maid service as a gift as well? And there was silence. The silence tells me, yes, that's exactly what he did, is hire a maid service. Oh boy. So this guy, instead of helping out, just hired somebody. Well, which is fine, I guess, but I probably would discuss it first. But it makes you look like kind of a shit bag if you can't help out around the house at all.
I mean, if you got the money,
I'm saying.
that's
what I said.
Hey, yo, let's just have somebody else do this. Fucking just chill.
Honestly, if you can do it, if you be full white people about it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I told him I don't see it as a gift. I would like, because it's as it says, if he bought me a new vacuum or dishwasher. I'd be psyched if somebody did those things for me, but I get it. It's not something you buy for like a Christmas gift. But
Yeah.
anyway, it says, hey, I don't know anything else about you, but here's something that'll make up for the one thing I do value about you to make you easier for you to keep doing. That's a weird way of saying that, but I get what she's trying to say. Like, this is what you're known for. This is going to make your life easier, but instead of helping, I get it. I told him the real gift would be if he detailed my car for me and he deep cleaned the house so I could get a break. Yeah. And then he spends the money on something nice for me that's actually for me, like jewelry or something for one of my hobbies, night out, etc. You're just about to have a kid and you want to have a night out and all that stuff. Okay, I'm swinging back around that maybe she's the asshole. I talked to a couple of my mom friends and they disagreed with me, saying it's a nice thing for him to take it off my plate. Kind of, it is. I still think that, considering he is right now, as I type this, watching memes on his phone, that he could do it by himself if he actually cared about me getting a break. Well, there's that. But if you got the money, I guess the thing for me is that's a shitty present.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, like anyway. I got him a gift that is
does it clarify if she's a stay at home?
It does
If she's a stay at home mom, stay at home wife, and
does
like
not. That's
because then if that's what she does is stay home and clean the house and shit, then he's, I guess, helping. Again, if you have the money, just be like, don't worry about it. We'll just hire some Mexicans to come through and fucking or whatever to come clean the house,
right
until the baby's born,
and
then we'll hire one of them to raise it for you.
Jeez. Well,
depending on what country and class this is.
I was gonna say, like, well, I guess. I got him a gift that is specific to him, something he had expressed wanting but wouldn't normally get for himself. It's not something that has anything to do with the household tasks or chores or anything. I listened to him all year and decided on something that he will enjoy. Is it so wrong for me to want the same? That sounds like you need to talk to your partner about what your expectations are. I think both of them are the asshole, because that's an option. That's a secret third option.
It's a dual asshole situation.
Yeah, like, he's an asshole for buying it as a gift, because I don't think buying somebody a maid service for somebody who normally takes care of those things.
I would have done that as the add-on. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, we're gonna go and do this and whatever, and I'll take you out for a night out of town, and you won't have to worry about the house because while we're gone, the house is gonna get cleaned. Like some shit like that.
Right.
Not be like, hey, I hired this fucking people to clean the house, so that way you don't have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
then
detailing the
that's your
car is
gift.
crazy. That's how you know that there must be rich white people because what the fuck? Who can afford to detail a car in this economy? I don't know. Um,
My
but that's what I
father-in-law
think.
does it all the time, but he does it himself. But he's retired and he just does it for something to do.
Must be nice to have that much time on your hands, right?
Right.
Eric, what do you think?
Oh, I agree. It's a dual asshole situation.
Yeah, they need to talk to each other. And I'm saying this as the single one in the room. I'm just like, listen, this is why I'm still single because I'm like,
Right.
I ain't gonna put up with that shit. But
Yeah. Say something or just realize like 85% of us men are just dumb.
for sure.
And our thought process does not go the same way as a female's does, because in his head he's like, I'm getting her a good ass gift. She doesn't have to fucking clean the house. That's a fucking awesome gift. And then I'm gonna, detail her car.
Right.
It's gonna be great. And she's like, that's not what I want. But we don't know what she got him. She could have got him something, and he's gonna be like, this is not remotely what I was thinking of, but okay.
It sounded like she
So
put some thought into it at least. But so then it comes to like the whole. I don't believe in the whole the love language thing. I think that's kind of horseshit.
mm.
But we won't get into that. We don't have time for that. We're not an advice podcast yet.
That's a February episode.
We can just have Mark on for the entire month of February. That'd actually be pretty baller.
Just take fucking advice letters.
Right? I mean, they did it on his show. Why not?
Yeah.
We don't, anything we say or do does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the podcast network.
Yeah.
If you do something stupid, that's on you, Chicky Boo. And also, winner, winner, chicken dinner, the end. I have, I picked this one too because I think it's going to spark a fun conversation between us. Eric, are you ready?
Okay.
I think we're both going to be on the same side, but we're going to have some colorful things to say. So,
Okay.
am I the asshole for refusing to trade shifts with my coworker during Christmas because they have a small kid and I don't? No, you're not the asshole already. Before I even read the story, because I haven't read it yet, no, you're not the asshole. Like, they have a whole year to prepare for this. They've known Christmas is coming. Oh, I don't know, since every year. If they don't take the time off, sucks to suck. Everybody's got kids or things going on. I don't want to work on Christmas either, and I just have my cat. So, saying. Initial thoughts.
I volunteer to work on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
My gimmick is as I'll fully work on Christmas Eve because it's usually like lowered hours. So you're not
Right.
there for a full actual day. But if I
Yeah.
work Christmas Eve, I want the day after Christmas off. So that way Christmas
That makes sense.
there's the day of like eating and drinking and everything, and then I don't have to be like, fuck, I gotta be up in the morning. Like
Yeah.
I could just have the next day to just lay around and be like, why did I eat so much and shit?
That's fair. Initial thoughts.
Um, I guess it depends on the situation. Because yeah, you do have time to fucking take that shit off. People normally know if there's like family shit going on at least a month in advance
Yeah.
that you can be like, hey, I need this day off. Not if it was something that was impromptu, then maybe the guy might be an asshole. If it's
Let's find
like-
out.
Yeah.
Basically, I, 29 female, have the morning shift for Christmas Day, which is good for me because I can spend the rest of the day with my family and do things. So she's already working Christmas. That's crazy. Okay. I thought this was like she was going to get the day off. Nope. My coworker, 39 male, has the middle shift, which is basically 12 p.m. to, I think that's supposed to be at 10:30. 12 to 10:30 p.m. It says 20:30. I think that's 10. Which sucks because you lose most of the day. He has a 4-year-old son and a wife. When he saw the schedule, he flipped out and basically flat out refused to do the shift, which means I will have to do it instead. And I also refuse, saying I want to spend time with my family. Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, it sucks. You get to work the whole day thing, but I mean, just call in sick.
Unless it's some jobs are, it might be a mandatory thing
Wow.
where you're like, it's mandatory to work Christmas Day or some shit.
I mean, that could be too, yeah. Uh, then he started ranting about me not having kids and that I will understand when I have kids someday, etc., etc. Basically, he said we don't. He won't work. He won't do that shift and doesn't care how the problem will be solved. Which is so selfish because if he does it, I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it, and he knows it. Probably both shifts, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, we've all been in those situations where she'd have to work literally all day for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I'd still leave at my time. But I'm sassy like that these days. I'm just like, oh, I'm supposed to leave at 2:30. Yeah, it's 2:31. Bye.
All right.
And that's only because I worked retail for so long, and they will continuously fuck you over and not help you. That sometimes you just have to stick up for yourself.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. You're
Yeah.
just a number. You're replaceable.
Exactly. Fuck them. My manager says we should solve this issue on our own. And what? He's what? What? That is not your decision to solve. I told them I'm taking the morning shift. End of story. Am I the asshole for refusing to back down, even though he has a small child and I am free, unmarried, etc.? You're not the asshole for that, and he's not the asshole for wanting the time off. I want to know what they do for business that they're open all day on Christmas. It's got to be like a medical situation, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Or, yeah, I don't know. I
Like,
can't
I guess,
think,
yeah. When it comes down to that, I mean, if people have to be there, that sucks. But like, what?
I mean, it could be like Speedway. Speedway is open on fucking Christmas. I mean, those
Yeah, that's dumb
uh
too.
or 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's always fucking open.
I don't think anything needs to be open 24/7 anymore.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I miss Dunkin' Donuts. When we used to go to Dunkin' Donuts at fucking 2 a.m. or Meyer.
Yeah.
When Meyer was open at fucking 24/7. I
guess you're right. Part of me, maybe like 24/7 on the weekends or something. There should be a
Yeah.
compromise.
Because that we used to fucking go grocery shop at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning and it'd be fucking dead in Meyer.
Yeah. Now you got to get up early if you want those. Like if you get there early in the morning, then there ain't nobody there. But
Yeah.
otherwise, you're stuck with if I don't have my headphones, it's going to be a bad trip to the store for me.
Yeah. I always have my fucking AirPods in my pocket.
Yeah. I don't do that because I tend to not take things out of my pocket.
Not my pants pocket, but like my vest pocket.
Oh, I mean, I wash that stuff all the time too. Like I just washed this hoodie again.
Oh.
You know me, I got to smell like laundry detergent or it doesn't count, right?
But yeah, unless I'm charging them, I keep them next to my keys, so I make sure to grab them and then I throw them in my vest pocket so I have them. Because now I've gotten to the point where I have one in at work all the time and just have music going because it just helps me focus. Like
Okay.
even if it's low and I'm like talking to someone.
We can't do that at work. We're not allowed to have music.
Well, right now we're supposed to be playing fucking Christmas music, but my manager's just been like, I'm not turning anything on.
That's fair.
And so it's fucking, and he has his one AirPod in watching whatever he's watching on his phone. And so I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to sit here in silence. So then I put the fucking earbud in. So at least I have some music, but then I just leave the music going when someone comes in. So we're not like having an interaction in dead silence, at least on my end.
That's fair. So final thoughts on this one. Is she the asshole, Eric?
I think the real asshole here is the manager.
Oh, for sure.
The one
Yeah.
that doesn't do his fucking job. and it's like y'all figure it out. I'm not gonna do what I'm supposed to be paid for. Like
Yeah.
they talk about the quote unquote leadership team. You ain't leading shit.
Yeah,
Is what that's
the-
called.
That's the thing there, because then at that point I'd be like, oh, I think I'm sick all day now.
Yeah. Fuck, I got COVID. I have to
I'm
some
saying,
shit.
see you in 2 weeks. Actually, what is it? 8 days or 6 days you get off for COVID now?
I don't know.
It's gonna get to the point where capitalism's gonna be like, here's a lollipop, get back to fucking work. Just hopefully you don't get someone sick.
Yeah. I'd be like, yo, babe, fucking fart in my eye so I get pink eye and I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Honestly, like,
Just let me
fuck
just
those
let me
guys.
eat your ass before a shower, then that way I don't gotta go to work and we'll both we'll both be okay.
That's rough. No, yeah, no thanks. I have one more
There's
silly
some
thing.
dude at an ugly
ahead.
Christmas sweater. There's this dude with an ugly Christmas sweater that said, "I eat ass and cookies," and it had like gingerbread men around it and shit. And it was a fucking Ring camera, and his
That's
mom.
incredible.
It's like he's like talking to his mom, and she's like, "You're not wearing that to a family thing." And she's like, "It's not even a ugly Christmas party. Why are you wearing that?" And he's like, "Don't care." He's like, "It's great." She's like, "There's old people." He's like, "There's like 3 of them." He's like, "I got you one too." And the one for her said, "Oh shit, I'm lit." It was a fucking Christmas tree. You know, it was a Christmas tree that was all lit up and shit on the front and on the arms all lit up and everything. And I'm like, that shit's fucking hilarious.
It really is, honestly. I have one more silly thing, but I think I might save it for something else that we have here. I'm starting to keep bad people stories as a backup.
Oh,
So let me know if you want to hear about some really terrible people that me and Eric can judge. I've got 1 or 2 of them set aside. So right in.
are they people we know?
And they're just from Reddit, so I don't
Oh,
think so. Well, to be fair, I don't know. We could be talking about people we know.
I don't know if you're just like making notes on your phone. You're like, red-haired asshole came into work.
I would never do that. Because I keep my work life separate from everything.
Work
I'm
was the
one
only
of
thing I
those
could think of. Red-haired asshole stood in front of all the cheeses when I needed just one thing of a sharp
Oh,
cheese.
don't get me started.
I fucking hate that shit.
Oh my God. Move out of the fucking way. You move your cart to the side, you go grab you look at what you need, you grab it, and you leave. The
Yeah.
end.
Don't stand there and just keep staring. Like
The people that leave the cart, like, so you leave it on the opposite end. So there's always that room so people can get in between.
yeah.
People do that. They'll stop the thing in front. They'll stop the cart on the same side with the thing that they're looking at. And then they'll just hold up all of this space. And then somebody will stop over here to their cart. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're doing it wrong. Everybody, flag. Should we get flags with our pictures on it?
Flag
Like,
of the play.
Yeah, I'm saying. Like, you're being an asshole. Flag on the play. And then
You're
move their
doing it
shit.
wong. Flag. I almost said fag on the play.
Whoa. Whoa.
that'd be
Maybe.
that'd be funny. You're doing it wrong. Fag on the play, sir. That is not where that goes. There's not enough lubricant on there before entering your partner, sir.
You just
Spit
get-
does not count. Spit does not count.
You get the demon twink. That's his new job. He just shows up and he's like, no, sir.
Blows a whistle.
He
Fag
pulls
on the
his-
play. I'm sorry.
He shows up wearing nothing but a jock strap and a whistle. And he's like, no. Pulls the flag out of his ass and sets it on the cart.
It just keeps coming like a magician. He just keeps pulling it out. He's like, Jesus Christ.
I love the demon twink. The demon twink is just basically Mr. Slave. You're correct.
And he just shoots a fucking glitter gun. Like one of those, like one of those big, well, I can't remember the old dude that used to have that. He just fucking would shoot a fucking glitter gun in the air. And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
yes.
What was that guy's name? I'm sure we're gonna get a letter. We're gonna get an email from Classy Matt. He's gonna be like, "It's this guy."
Yeah. Or I get a text from Rachel that's like, the name is the like she was tripping because fucking Dave was using the wrong name when you guys were talking about the red one. And she's
Oh.
like, that's not the guy's name. It's blah blah blah. She was like, oh my God, I'm going to tear my eyes out.
What one did we get wrong? No, I'm interested.
The guy that played Santa. You
Oh.
guys were using the wrong name or wrong, like not something, like
Oh.
not his right. I don't remember, but I just remember her saying it wasn't the right name.
I'll never get a name right. If it's one thing,
I
you
never
know,
remember anybody's name. I just fucking give a description of who they are until somebody's like, "Oh."
Correct. Especially in real life. I swear to Christ, there's people I've known for years, Eric, years. But if I don't see them on a regular basis, when they see them again, either at work or like out in the wild, I'm like, "Hey, guy with glasses, what's up?"
Yeah.
And people are like, "You don't know my name, do you?" And I'm like, at this point, I get embarrassed and I'll ask somebody, like one of my other friends, I'm like, "Who's this motherfucker?" And if they don't know, I'm like, "Well, I guess we're never gonna know. I'm not gonna ask you."
You don't know my name, do you? You don't know mine, do you? Tell me what's mine.
No, don't. That's a gamble. 'Cause sometimes they do, and it has been proven me wrong. Because I did that once, and I'm like, "Well, yeah, you probably don't know my name either." And they're like, "It's this," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm wearing a name tag. You can't play that game if you have a name tag." Just saying.
Right.
So I guess that's the main show. Do you have anything fun and Christmassy to end the show on, Eric?
I don't.
What? No Christmas?
don't.
I don't
No.
know. This is, I guess I'll say this.
A very not Christmassy feeling.
This is
season
probably
slash-
going to be our last show of the year everything, unless we do like a weird New Year's Eve party or one or something. Who knows? So I guess I'll say this. We'll finalize it up. 2024 fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Honestly. This was probably the worst year of my life. End of quote. And luckily I was reading all my astrology girlies. They're like, "Don't worry, you're a Cancer and they're gonna shine next year." And I'm like, thank fucking Christ, I can't do this again. So I'm between everything that went on, and I mean, there's been good stuff, don't get me wrong. Like nothing is ever like 100% just like shit. But we did this, and this is very helpful. So I guess what I'm shortly this gives me an opportunity to hang out with you more. So I guess this is the one thing that I was really looking forward to. Like even when I was laid up in the hospital, I'm like, fuck, this is gonna make for a good story. Them ripping something out of my dick for the catheter. I'm like, oh well, this will be a fun story. You know?
They try to start me like a lawnmower.
Oh no. So I guess that's what it is. I guess I say thank you for the people who listen to us, who gives us a reason to keep doing this, because our audience has grown a little bit. I know we did the thing for Pride, and that was kind of fun. I think I want to refocus, and I'm very happy that we're going to do Mighty Morphin Millennial Rangers next year as well. I'm super excited to do both shows again.
Yeah, and we'll have sort of a schedule thing if we do, like how I said. Yeah. So
just do one really big one for the month, but we don't have to tell them that.
They'll just notice by like the third episode of the month where fucking me and Sean just sound blasted.
And then I'll be tired because we usually do these later in the day. I'll be like, listen, I don't know what's going on anymore, but I don't know. Sean wants to fuck another monster, you know? Which
the
Frankenstein from what was the movie we just covered with Dave?
Yeah, from
Mm-hmm. It was the guy
Chillerama.
Yes. I said, you know what? Maybe I am a monster fucker. Who knows? That's it. I'm really glad to keep doing this, and I'm glad people listen to us. And I still get messages where they want us to cover. Like, there's probably like 15 other movies people want us to cover. So, which is good. Yeah. So,
especially if we can't find something, but I normally pull out the most random retarded shit ever. When we can't, I'll be like, here's this.
Yeah.
And then we get what was that? Ouija's.
Oh boy, Ouija's, yeah.
But yeah, this this year is fucking sucked for sure. From the get go.
Yeah.
Pretty much from the get go forward has been a fucking bunch of changes in my life, fucking everything else on top of, you know, having to worry about your best friend having fucking cancer and shit. So, yeah. Again, so thanks to everybody that fucking, checks us out or even knew who we were when we were at fucking Pride. That was just like, I know you guys. And I was like, shit, I hope for a good reason.
I'm saying, right?
And they're like, no, we were just talking about you in my work group chat that you guys are fucking hilarious. But yeah, just thanks for everybody that's been on the show this year also and has hung out with us and covered the most randomest shit. We just had what we said before. We've had Eddie on. I think Eddie's been on. I don't know if it was the same year.
It's twice this year.
But we've had Eddie on. And we've had Rachel on because she did Cinco de Mayo with us.
Oh yeah.
Dave, both from Squawking Dead. Classy Matt, who we've talked about always, fucking has been on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm fucking forgetting someone. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
But again, doors are open to anyone. We had Caleb on.
Is that this year?
I'm pretty sure it was this year.
It was.
Yeah, we had Caleb on.
Oh, Caleb.
Yeah. And we've been on Basement Bar Beers and Babble, and it's also a fucking joy to hang out with those dudes because
for sure.
The four of us together, fucking everything just kind of disappears, and we're all just bullshitting and fucking making each other laugh and trying to make Eddie sound like a dying deer when he fucking can't breathe from laughing. But I mean, when you're ripping inhalers and nicotine fucking shit at the same time, you're gonna run into lung problems there, bud.
A little bit.
But yeah, like Mighty Morphin Millennial Rangers are back next year, and now that you have your superpowers, we might be able to actually watch the episodes together if need be. And yeah, it's gonna just be reset, start over. We'll have a schedule. Fucking, we're open for any suggestions, anything. If anybody wants to hang out, watch a movie with us on Discord, it's normally gonna probably be on Saturday nights.
I want to start doing watch parties. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Like if we can do it like, hey, like a couple of weeks in advance, be like, hey, we're going to watch, I'm just going to say the Turtles movie just because we talked about doing that for years. On this date, show up. If you're not in the server, let me know. I can get you an invite.
Yeah. And I always forget. Thanks to Tyler, TJ that made our koozies.
Oh yeah.
And also is still open and available if anyone ever wants a t-shirt. I should just fucking ask for a print, something to put up and be like, if anybody wants one, get a hold of us. But yeah, we can get t-shirts, hoodies or whatever made for you. And we'll be working on some of that stuff too. Couple different designs for the next year.
Hell yeah.
And also check out the 99 Network because there's a bunch of other dudes on there that are fucking more popular than we are that talk about a bunch of other shit. I don't remember any of the names. Rick knows.
I was gonna say, you want to do it? Obviously, Basement Bar Beers and Babble. There is, I don't know if they're part of the network anymore, but somebody dies at the end or something like that. No one's ever talked to these people yet, so they're there. The Michigan History Network. They're big boys, and we don't talk. I mean, come on, they're very good at what they do. I'd almost be embarrassed to have them on our show because they'd be like, well, "What is happening?
What is this?" Yeah.
We spent 13 years analyzing this one album, and they're like, "Yeah."
And now they're playing Hoochie Daddies for us. What? I don't know. What is? I don't understand.
Shout out
what
Dan.
Is a regular stud?
Oh boy. Shout out Dan from Two Cats One Dog podcast. We know who he is because everybody in this town kind of knows who each other are. If you saw him, you knew who he was.
Okay.
And who am I forgetting? I mean, us.
Mark.
Oh, Mark show. I haven't seen him put on a show in a while, so that's why I was like, oh yeah.
He's
we
done
gotta
a
get him.
couple, and then he ran into some fucking technical shit.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to him and all his shit that he's going through with his family right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up, but
I'll fucking dox him because people need to fucking know because it's sad. I mean, his dad's not in the best of health. That's all we're gonna say. And
Okay.
it's not the greatest time of year for that shit to happen. I mean, it's never the greatest time.
Nope.
But especially right now. So yeah, he's off with family where he should be and spending time with his dad like he should be. But I know that he'll be coming back next year with some shows, and
we'll probably be on his show too.
yeah, it's not like I have to go far.
I do. I was the one that had to get the place far, far, far away.
Hey, it's convenient now that I can just come over and hang out with two friends at the same time.
It is, yeah. Oh my god.
The last couple Saturdays when you guys were watching WWE, and then I got out of work and we just all hung out and watched Collision, and it was just all
fun,
in
yeah.
one spot.
Especially now that I have superpowers too, that we can watch whatever we want.
Yeah.
Kidding,
But-
allegedly.
Yeah. So I think that was all of our sob story shit we wanted to say that I can think of without actually breaking down into tears, which I really don't want to do.
Not on the podcast anyway. We can do it later.
So I guess Rick run with the socials, and we will fucking end this bad boy.
All right. You can check us out at Wide a Range of Convo, which I have a updated thing for that because there's that program that Dave showed us how to use. And I'm going to teach you how to do that so we can all run things. And I'll actually have my goal is to basically 3 times a week, we're going to have posts on the Wide Range of Convo Instagram. Maybe
okay.
Facebook too. There's also the Facebook.
If I get
Yeah.
a hold of it, I'll just do it a bunch.
Yeah. One of these days when I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're also on Facebook. I am not charted on all my socials. Eric is _Eric__989. Check us out on the 989.network, where everybody else we talked about, you can check out their shows. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Watch for Classy Matt. His name is Matt Klaus.
Oh, yeah.
For stand-up stuff. You can follow him on Facebook. And I don't remember what his Instagram is. You can listen to the episode. He explains it.
We should listen to that one anyway, because Thanksgiving 2, Electric Boogaloo was a good one.
Right. But yeah, so everybody have a good Christmas and a good New Year.
A joyous Noel.
A
Happy
Yuletime
solstice.
log. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Sheboygan.
Happy.
Shabootsy.
Can we sign off as Chewbacca?
I don't know if I can. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just be like.
But no, everybody have a great Christmas and New Year's, and here's hoping that whatever shit we left behind is gone. That's it. You poop in the toilet and you flush it.
Did you enjoy this episode? Then check out more at 989.network, Mid-Michigan's premier podcast network.